talk about that then?
Yes. So, Ernie, you had never seen that before.
I have not. I waited a year, watched it -1 times to wait for this.
It came out a while ago, yeah.
It did, yeah. Like, the
time flies.
The first time I watched this, I think it was pretty soon after it came out. I was on a bus. I was sitting next to...
Oh, yeah.
We were going to Comic-Con, which was last year. It was like October,
Oh, yeah.
I think I watched it, like, on the actual channel when it aired.
Like, when you say actual channel, do you mean like the, South American channel or something it originally aired on? Or
like in America.
Okay, yeah.
On the... It wasn't...
Discovery Family, because not Hub.
Yeah, not Hub anymore.
It can no longer happen. Only on the Hub.
True.
But still, let's go.
Yeah. So it was a good movie, I think. Not as good as, like, the Rainbow Rocks.
Or Rainbow Rock still is, like, just the most all-around... Because, like, starting, like, to begin at the end, like, I don't know, like, the end of this movie, like, the credits were nice, but, like, I still think the best ending to any... after credits thing was like Rainbow Rocks, where they had like the red line. There's like the music, but then it flattened out, and then it became the little chart graphing thing, and then we saw like this Twilight for the first time. That was like that was a reveal. That was cool. Like, I still like. I remember being in the theater. Like that was the movie that I went to the theater to see. With all of us. We all there, and that was like. Because at the time, that opened up, like, so many different things. At this point, we're just waiting for them to do stuff. But then, like, we didn't know if they would do it or not. Like, and this is, like... Because, like, the reveal at the end of this one is that, like, there is still magic coming through the crack or whatever.
The reveal at the end of this one is it's more movies, probably.
Yeah, and like, I mean, like, it's not anything new. Like,
things are going to happen.
Equestrian magic has been, like... coming through the whole time, like there's always news.
The first time I watched it, when Sunset said, there's still one thing I'm wondering about, and like it panned up to the moon, I thought, and Rarity had said something at the very beginning of the movie about, if we were going to the moon, I thought it was going to be something with that, but no.
Yeah.
It's the old portal acting up again.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember, like, the songs were all, the beats and melodies were catchy, but, like, I could not care about the lyrics.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not sure which I prefer, like, I think I still prefer the third one over the fourth one, like, just because the characters introduced in the third one, like, I liked more than the characters introduced in this one. Like,
they didn't introduce too many new characters.
Well, it was just Gloriosa and Timber.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, and I'm also counting that they introduced like Filthy Rich. Like, I mean, like as a human, because like I don't like human Filthy Rich.
I don't like what they did to him.
But like
he was better.
Like I mean, like he's
like
money oriented, but he's not like he's like.
He feels like he could be reoccurring.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, come back and screw with more things.
I
wonder if Diamond Tiara. Have we seen her?
Yeah, she was in the first movie.
Yeah, because she's in that school, right?
Yeah. I mean, like the only bad thing that Pony Filthy Rich has done was that he might I think the only reason Diamond Tiara is the way she is just that he hasn't devoted enough time to really being a good dad. But other than that, I think he does his best. He's not actively evil like this one. I don't know.
I don't know how old Gloriosa and Timber are supposed to be. Because Timber, I mean, hopefully is about the same age.
How old is anyone? School,
But they're the only people running the camp.
As far as we know, people just don't age in this.
They're in high school?
They're doing the whole... They're treating age the same way that they treat it in Pony, which is just Princess Celestia and Luna are the only so far older people, but they just look taller.
In Equestria, all the main characters are adults.
Yeah, and there's there's lots of different. I mean, I don't know. They're their Humor Crusaders grow and stuff, and there's I don't know.
I guess it's just they just look taller. In the movie, the way they're showing the people in the movie, Yeah. You can't tell how old they are because they all have the same kind of. There's no complexion to it.
Yeah,
it's just they are pastel smooth.
I mean, unless you're really, really old, and then you get wrinkles.
Yeah. You've seen Granny Smith before, right?
Yeah. She was in the first one.
Yeah.
Lunch Lady. Yeah.
Lunch lady somehow.
One of the
makes sense,
the very recent episodes that has aired, which I know Ernie hasn't seen, so I won't give details. But that involved seeing the same ponies over a period of time, and I think the art style of the show was holding it back a bit because I think in that episode they could have done better with. I don't know if the art style was different. They could have shown aging in a better way because they just kind of used the same models, add a few wrinkles onto them.
I mean, I don't know how, aside from the size changing, once a horse has reached, full horse, size...
Once it's reached critical horse, maximum overdrive horse,
At that point, I'm not sure how easy it is to tell how old they really are.
Well, you can always count the rings. Like if you cut it open and count the rings.
I thought you were supposed to look in the mouth.
Yeah, not if it's a gift horse. That's the one rule because it's rude to ask about a gift horse's age. They'll
punch you in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, a fist will come out of their mouth.
At some point in My Little Pony, someone almost said that. I think.
What?
Or am I remembering that?
Oh yeah, they've said they've made horse puns in the show that don't really make sense in terms of in a horse society. Just because they're puns about horses doesn't mean that they makes sense within a horse society.
I guess they just... Do they refer to themselves as horses?
I don't know. It's
for ponies.
I thought they identified as ponies.
I mean, it's like the difference between people and humans. I mean, humans is the more scientific term maybe, but I mean, when you look at a bunch of people, you're going to say, oh, look at all those humans. You say oh, hey, look, a bunch of people. So I think ponies is like people.
But this movie also, it had the same deal as the third one, which is the only horse in the show was Sunset.
Second movie in a row where we didn't actually see any ponies at all.
Well, no, in the third movie we did see a pony.
Blurry ponies.
We saw at least one that was in focus.
Sunset is not she is not from here. She is a human. I was gonna say she's not a human, but she is still a horse.
She's been in the human world for the longest.
Which I want one thing I'd like to know. We know very little about what Sunset Shimmer was doing before I mean there was a comic about how she manipulated the school or whatever about but we where was she living? What was she doing?
How did she learn karate?
Where she lives.
I mean, I don't know.
I like the thing you mentioned that
I'd like to see
that she learned karate when she first arrived in the human world because it was the best way to defend herself.
I'd like
to fight.
I'd like to see a prequel comic of evil Sunset Shimmer it'd be a funny comic. It's evil Sunset Shimmer trying to adapt to human life in the same way, but just because I don't know.
Well, also I just said that Sunset Shimmer has been in the human world the longest out of any of the Equestria people, but that's debatably maybe not longer than the Sirens.
True. Yeah, the Sirens have been they were around for.
I get that the Sirens wanted power, but if they've been around for a really long time, are they immortal?
It's time.
If you're immortal,
differently in the human world than in Equestria.
If you're immortal, there's a lot of things to do.
I think that they're more I think they
focused on.
I think they're more long. I think they can. I think they maybe not immortal, but I think they would age slower. I don't know.
I think the Sirens were not taking into account they were too busy trying to get back to power. There's a lot of things you can do when you don't when you live forever and don't have to pay taxes.
As far as we know, the magic that was keeping them alive was in their necklaces or something. Afterwards they just they probably just aged really fast and then died. That's why we never see them.
Like Mother Gothel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's Rapunzel.
Tangled.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen. Yeah.
Oh. Oops.
Speaking of long hair.
Yeah. God, they just. Are they going to keep Super Saiyan outfit changing?
They're just gonna keep every movie is gonna have 3 different scenes. We're gonna have 3 different outfits, and it's gonna be
the outfits. When they became superheroes, right?
Most of them aren't bad.
Yeah.
The design of them.
It has a fine. They walk a fine line, but there's a blurry line between very toy and Hasbro and then to the point where, and then there's the other side where it actually kind of looks cool. It's
with those outfits, it's similar to Flash Sentry's car, which is it seems very much the only reason they would put that in there is so they can make toys of it. Yeah. But I've never seen toys of those.
Yeah,
true. I mean, it's just they're gonna have to run out of creativity for the outfits eventually because they make so many. Like
they're doing a good job of making them all different. Like
they felt like they were pushing 70s in this one. Like a lot of it felt kind of floofy and colorful, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
it's just it's obvious they're kind of looking around.
Yeah, the camp aesthetic is nice.
Yeah. Yes, although it's nothing like a real summer camp.
Yeah. It's like
it's
this is like the Disney World of of summer camps. It's like
like the beds, the tents, the chests, the furniture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, movie summer camp is not equal to actual summer camp.
This is what
and then even this is a step above movie
I don't know.
Summer
This
camp.
is
like those tents look like they had.
This is what a rich person would think camping is about. Like it's like going. I don't know.
Like
someone who's never walked outside.
In the credits, did they have anyone that would had the title actual camper?
I don't know.
Camp expert.
Yeah.
I liked. Although Celestia, she has experience. She seemed to have a past with the camp, which I liked. I mean, I like that. It gives some background to her, and I like how enthusiastic she was about it.
Yeah, she was a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Just not
maybe she was a Boy Scout. Maybe she was that cool.
I don't know what they have in
Pony Scout. That's what it would be.
Yeah, it would. And nobody would question it because it's
Horse
just
Scout.
Yeah, they call things horse puns even in the human world, and nobody questions it. So
they just really like
whatever.
horses.
Yeah.
Flash Sentry was good in this.
Yeah, as soon as yeah.
I feel like the writers might have taken it upon themselves as a personal challenge. Everybody hates Flash Sentry. We need to find a way to
we need to phase him out, but then by introducing new Flash Sentry.
Well,
yeah.
Or maybe it's going to be new code.
Now.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what the writers were just we're going to make Flash Sentry a character that people don't hate.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to introduce Timber.
Yeah. We're going to introduce Broccoli Flash Sentry.
And the thing about Timber, at the end, Sunset was saying, "Oh, yeah, he seems like a cool guy," but he doesn't seem like a cool guy. He only said that he seems like a cool guy. Timber.
What?
Yeah.
Timber's he kept saying, "I'm cool,"
but
he never did anything that was actually cool.
He's actually just a huge nerd.
Well, I guess but at that I feel like I feel like he would know a lot about nature, but then I don't know.
I feel like this. This Twilight has very low standards.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would be willing to believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she didn't seem interested in Flash, at least.
Well, I feel it was more that it was just weird because I don't know.
They made her as nerdy as possible, but I said it while she was while the movie was going, but Twilight looks the exact same as a princess, a magically enhanced princess from another dimension. This Twilight looks the same as that Twilight.
Yeah.
Right? It may be a stretch, but I'm willing to believe that alternate dimension Twilight at least looks good by pony standards.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So if she looks the same as Twilight does, then that means she has to look good in this world too.
Okay.
Which means obviously she's someone that people would hit on if she looks good and people are willing to do that.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me because it seems like that hasn't happened, and they're trying to push that nerd.
She spent her whole life basically up until now in a dorm room at Crystal Prep.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that
Harry Pottering it up in the closet.
I believe people hit on her, and I believe she didn't care because she put her studies first.
True.
I believe that about Twilight before.
I feel like most of the people at Crystal Prep were just
True.
I don't know. I think they care more about their grade and reputation than
you don't have enough money to talk to me.
Yeah. Don't talk to me or my $100 ever again.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me if you're poor.
Yeah, exactly.
There are probably a few Crystal Preppers who would do that.
I mean, although I don't know, they're Diamond Tiara goes to Camelot. I mean, and the thing is, also in which is interesting because I like how. In the pony world, Diamond Tiara is just an Earth, but she's not because it shows that even Earth ponies can be snobbish and and mean.
Yeah.
I like that.
So those geodes, is what they call them in this movie,
right.
But they're totally actually the real elements of harmony because the elements they're not in Equestria anymore, they're gone from the main show. And it makes sense that they would get themed powers by having them.
How'd they get
the thing that doesn't the thing that makes the least
elements
sense about
went into the elements went back into the tree to help make the and it grew the box, and then the box went in the castle, and then the castle...
The castle has the mirror in it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
The thing that makes the least sense about that is that now there's just an extra one that's red for Sunset Shimmer. Like, where did it come from?
I guess their world had its own harmony elements as well?
But it came from Equestria.
Maybe
even if they're not the real elements, which I suspect they are, the geodes definitely came from Equestria.
I mean, if everything has a parallel, then maybe the geodes like existed in the human world, but they're like the human version of them just didn't have magic. And then once the worlds got cracked together, the magic seeped out of that world into that world's version of the elements of harmony and made what we saw.
That's reaching a bit, I think.
I don't know.
There really isn't that much parallel between nothing is 1-to-1 between Equestria and
yeah. And I like that. I mean, I like that just because that Filthy Rich, just because he's like, you know, like generic rich evil guy, like, and this one, it doesn't have any, like, that doesn't necessarily like Pony Filthy Rich is still like.
He's still a good dude.
Yeah, honorable.
So my thing about the elements, then, I mean, like, so Sunset is a new element, pretty much.
Empathy.
Element of empathy. Something like that.
So the powers of empathy, fast, Twitter, shield, what are they? Grenades, and strong
and magic.
And magic, yes.
It's very strong and
Twilight is still just magic.
Yeah. She just has the average magic of like every unicorn.
Yeah, and so their powers too, like Rainbow Dash and Applejack are pretty generic powers, I think that you see superheroes like written in this world. Yeah.
But Pinkie Pie's I like. I mean, that seems the most like
the thing about
I like how in character
most creative.
Personality is.
But the thing about Pinkie Pie's power is that it needs specifically sprinkles. So Pinkie Pie needs to like spend money to use her power.
Yeah,
and I mean.
And she doesn't get them back. They just explode. Like she doesn't
her power doesn't scale well. Like she would do a little sprinkle and it'd be like an explosion.
Well,
she threw an entire bottle. That entire bottle of glitter should have like nuked the forest.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and like so let's think about like how the magic activates in each movie. So in the first one. It was specifically with the crown, right? Like that was all through the crown, and as long as the crown was there, like they could use its power like by being together and like so. Yeah. And then the next one, it was music, right? Like it was entirely music, which I liked. It was like
because with the crown, it was like an element of harmony in the human world, which apparently changed its power. To be manipulable, I guess.
Yeah.
And then when that was gone, then the next most powerful magic in the human world under the element of harmony is the sirens, like with their song magic. And so because of that, like they became.
I don't know if it was like. I think it was because of. I think there was residual thing from the element of harmony because like. They ponied up, like, and that's the term, so, like...
I don't know, I feel like the element of harmony crossing over into the human world, that might have just been, like, instead of specifically being a force for good, it was just, like, that's a lot of magic.
Yeah.
And that's why it was manipulatable.
Yeah, and like, again, Rainbow Rocks was really good, because, like, I mean, there was conflict about, like, because we knew what they tried to figure it out, and they figured it out, and like they like, and you know, it was cool because like music is always cool, you know. It's all like all the music is happening in the story, and then the third one, what happened in that?
Well, the third one they ponied up the same as they did in the second one, and also like human Twilight was interfering.
She was directly opening up holes to like Equestria, and that's how the magic was coming through, and it was all like. And then,
she was also like taking magic in that one, right?
Yeah, she's taking everyone else's magic. Cool. Which is why, like.
And then, like when she released it, that's when like she went crazy.
So it's.
This one is just kind of like Rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that does actually make a lot of sense. That the first like in the first movie, Sunset became a demon because of the one element of harmony, and then it left some residual magic in the main human six, and that's why they were able to use the music magic when it was there. And then when the magic that originally was left in them because of the element of harmony was stolen by Twilight, she made the same transformation that Sunset did, when she used the element of harmony.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then, and now they just have these geodes with them that they just give them powers when
when they're wearing the geodes, then they have the powers, and when they're not, then which is kind of
like
it was kind of a smart thing to introduce something like that if they're going to keep making Equestria Girl stories, because they don't have to keep making up new reasons that they have.
Well, but they already had a reason, like with the music stuff, like they power up with the music, which was cool. Like, but I guess they can't keep doing that all the time. But like,
you can't just strum the guitar when
like
you're about to die.
They had to do like. There was at least something the effort they had to do that to like make music, but in this one they just have the thing, get the power.
I really do feel bad for Rainbow Dash because she got the visually worst power because none of their running animations have ever looked good.
She doesn't have a running animation. She has like a what do you call that? The trail that she was shooting.
But they can never do like when you have like the Flash or something, like they always take that moment to show the scene where he's actually running really fast and they he looks like a blur. They can't do that with Rainbow Dash because she'll be running like this with her huge long legs.
They've gotten better from the first movie. Like it's way less stiff than like the Crush Girls one. Like they're not just cut out like things, but still like they've kind of they're doing the best with what they have, but still it still doesn't look natural. I don't know. I do like that they're doing more where the heads, the characters' faces, like they will look up and down or to the side.
Yes.
So, instead of
they're always learning how to do more with the humans and their faces and stuff.
Yeah, the faces are definitely really good this time around.
Different angles. Yeah.
Even though they spent I don't know how much money it takes to animate face.
It might just. I feel like it was just
much.
I feel like it was just one person, just doing how many different faces can I do here?
We all are talking about the scene.
Yeah. Timber.
Where the entire budget went.
Timber
Timber had a lot of different faces in that scene, but there were also other good faces, in a lot of the movie. Like as Gloriosa had some ones.
Sunset had really good ones.
Yeah.
I like Sunset's character.
Yeah,
she's done really cool.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a lot like because in the show it sometimes kind of matches with Twilight's progression in that like in the show like Twilight was first a student and then she became the mentor and in this one Sunset was like so she was Celestia's student.
Sunset was like a failed student.
Yeah, she was a what's the word expelled. Well, she desired too much. She desired more.
She wanted.
She thought she deserved more.
Overachiever,
I guess, but I don't know. But the point is that
ambitious.
Anakin.
Yeah, very ambitious.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I'm trying to think because in Rainbow Rocks, she was Sunset Shimmer. She didn't know what she was doing. And that was her connection with Twilight in that they both didn't know what they were doing. Everyone was looking up to them and they didn't know what to do. And in that they were both students teaching in different ways. And then I don't know what happened in the third one. It was Sunset Shimmer was more. She was trying to handle things.
Yeah.
But
and the third one, Sunset Shimmer had a really good moment where she she became mean again.
Yeah. I know
which makes sense. Yeah, because you can't just change a person entirely. She still has some bits left over her mind.
Yeah. And then in this one, she's become kind of the teacher to the mentor to human Twilight in that she's the one who's because she's been through it all, so she.
I feel like she has to get some on some level. At least if I was her, there would be catharsis there, which is just haha, I know more than a Twilight.
Because Pony Twilight is teaching Starlight Glimmer, and then human Sunset Shimmer is just Sunset Shimmer. I guess Sunset Shimmer is teaching human Twilight now, so it's kind of a.
We've still never seen original human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's another, like...
I'm...
She had to learn karate to do something.
It would be totally believable that she murdered herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
absolutely going to believe that.
I like that idea. Like, and in the human world, like, being an overachiever, like being ambitious for the human Sunset, that would just be, like, I imagine she'd just be, like, Crystal... Or no, she would be a canon, like, because Celestia... Or, like... She would have been expelled by Principal Celestia or something for, like, I don't know, trying to, I don't know, something, what an overachieving student would do, but, like, and then she just gets killed by herself from another dimension.
Earlier, Pork Shift, you said that Sunset was being too nice in this movie. I think it kind of makes... it could be a character thing. I meant... That she... well, you might have missed something different, but just like this idea that... maybe she is being too nice in some scenarios because, like, she is conscious that she used to be a bad person, so she overcorrects a bit sometimes. Like, she is more, like, nice than maybe is necessary, so she doesn't get some stuff done that she could do.
When I said she was too nice, I meant, like, she is obviously the person out of all of, like, her friends who is the best at telling when someone is not feeling, like when someone says, I'm fine, and they're
now
not fine.
Literally,
And, like, she wasn't acting on that at all. She was just like, okay. You know, like, this is just how that, like, that's what I mean by, like, you're too nice. Like, you need to help the person.
Mm-hmm. And, like, I'm thinking about, like, how bad can you, like, what's the worst thing you can possibly do and still get, like, redeemed? Like, I mean, it's like, how far does that go? Like, going...
I mean, no one's been hurt yet.
None of them have killed anyone.
In the whole show, I think Discord might be the most.
Yeah.
Like, has that done the most? Like,
Tyrek?
What happened to Tyrek at the end?
Oh, well, he went to hell.
Back to hell.
Yeah, he went back to hell, and
because Tyrek, I mean, didn't really get redeemed. King Sombra didn't.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that I forgot that the topic I was bringing up was that they were redeemed. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So of redeemed villains, the worst.
Well, I mean, Chrysalis wasn't actually redeemed.
Trixie was
the changelings themselves were redeemed, but not Chrysalis.
Yeah. Actually, that magic duel was.
That was pretty bad.
She made a dictatorship, basically.
Yeah, I mean, not Sunset.
Starlight messed with a lot.
Yeah.
Starlight, like, destroyed Equestria a few times over.
Yeah, messed with time,
and, like,
that whole...
But I think in that case, the only, like, I mean, like, it wasn't what was going through their heads, but, like, the point was that they couldn't defeat her with the only reason they had to reform her was because the only reason they talked her out of it was because they couldn't fight her out of it, was because she's just too strong. So, like, I mean, I don't
magic nowadays.
I like
Starlight.
I like that idea. Like,
Starlight, I think Starlight is consistently, like, very powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I guess, but not to the level of, like, flying around and shooting bolts.
Well, because she doesn't need to do that anymore.
True. I hope she does get the chance to.
She just needs a drive. Needs a reason.
I have enjoyed the fact that, like, she has tried to solve a few friendship problems with, like, the evil solution, like mind control and stuff. Like, that's been fun. But, like, you should put more magic.
One thing that kind of, like, I feel like that doesn't really come up a lot in the Crush Ghost movies is that Sunset Shimmer was, like, a really good, like, magical unit. Like, I mean, she wanted more than, like... Yeah, she was rejected the title of Jedi Master, but, like, she was still really good at what she did. Like,
she could teleport. All of the best unicorns and, like, magic users in Equestria can teleport.
It doesn't really...
Like, I mean, like, just... I mean, I don't know, well...
Wait, can Trixie teleport?
Yeah, she teleports.
It's not like she's bad.
Yeah, it's just that, like...
She is a magic
she's
aspect
not, like,
cutie mark.
Yeah.
Do Luna and Celestia ever teleport?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, if they do, like...
We don't see it.
I think we might have seen it, but they haven't used it in situations where it would have been useful.
Maybe we saw Celestia teleport in that, like, flashback that Twilight saw. They do combat teleportation.
I would be willing to believe that, like, Celestia and Luna nowadays, they don't teleport just because, like, they don't feel like they need to.
True.
Yeah, Vine grabs your leg. I don't need. I'm a princess of pleasure. Like,
exactly, it's the same reason.
I'll just wait. Twilight, or figure it out.
It's the same reason that Celestia got defeated when Queen Chrysalis had all the love and like just zapped her. I think they're so old and like godly that they just don't think anything can match them.
But something that is obvious from the beginning of the show that I don't know, I hadn't thought about much until today, I guess. But there's Celestia and Luna, which is day and night, and then Twilight is like in the middle.
Mm-hmm. And Sunset's also in the middle.
Yeah, Sunset and Twilight are in fact the same time of day.
Twilight is not the same as Sunset.
Twilight's a bit after.
Twilight is the way that I do it.
Twilight is when the sun is out. Like the sun is either like just set or
Twilight's like when the sun is below the horizon, but there's still sunlight in the sky.
Twilight is the darkest time of the day where the sun and the moon are not visible at all because one just went down and one hasn't come up yet, is what I know. Like, it's the darkest point possible.
I don't think there is the moon comes up before the sun goes down.
Not always.
In any case, Twilight Sparkle and Sunset Shimmer are effectively the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Starlight Glimmer is just it's just basically it
sounds similar, but it's not. The words don't mean the same.
It's just more related to like Luna than anything else.
So overall, this movie definitely better than the first one, but not as good as the middle two.
Yeah,
I think.
Fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like they might have been trying a bit too hard to throw another villain at us.
Yeah, like they need to step it back. I mean. I can embrace the over the top OC looking designs of some characters, but when that's I'd like to see it's not that I hate them. It's just that I like them too. But I'd like to see something new maybe.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. I would prefer the main villain or main pressure on the protagonist to not be another magical girl, evil magical girl, because they have consistently done that at the end of everything,
or at the very least use the same logic of magic that was in the previous movie, because every movie has had different logic for their magic.
I would like to see the magic of Equestria malform more things.
Yeah, that is
what I mean,
dogs or something, or, to make Timberwolves or, things like that.
Why weren't Timberwolves in here?
Yeah.
That's, the most obvious thing.
Use the plant powers to create some Timberwolves. That would be cool.
I guess they didn't have the CGI in there, in the budget.
Well, I mean, the only reason the magic, affected Spike, human wolf Spike, is because he went to Equestria.
Oh, yeah, there's, weird... there's,
he jumped through a portal.
Yeah. There's, something going on there. There's, something, there's...
I would like to see that. I feel like the magic has more that it can affect.
But it is kind of consistent that equestrian magic sort of just corrupts people.
Well, I mean, it depends on who's using it. Is all
I mean, yes, but
it's powerful but neutral.
You can learn to use it in a good way.
Yeah.
But if you're just using the magic and you don't know how to control it or anything. Yeah. I mean, that's why Gloriosa did that. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's like a sugar rush.
As Sunset said, that's not Gloriosa, it's the magic or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's the I mean, I get what they were saying, but saying that isn't at all Gloriosa, that was a bit because at that point you could just say, oh, if that's not Gloriosa, then we can just do what we can kill her.
The thing is that that was why they weren't. It's probably why they weren't fighting her directly, because it sort of almost like a hostage situation. It's not Gloriosa acting, but she's still in there, so you don't want to kill her.
Yeah.
It kind of. It's probably the strongest raw emotions that she was feeling were probably not evil, but the actions that she took were negative to everybody else. So the magic malformed what was what she was feeling at that moment, which was, I want to protect the camp and everybody in it, into I must protect it this way because this is the way the power works,
I mean, I've kind of just been turning this into a thing about things that make me like Rainbow Rocks even more. But another thing was that it reminds me how in Rainbow Rocks all of the members of the main six did it's not just that they had they directly they had interactions between each other that affected events. Rainbow Dash was trying to I mean, she wanted to like take ownership. Like she was trying to take control of the band. I mean, and like Fluttershy was the one who was like writing these songs and wasn't getting recognized. And like Rarity's like outfits were like something that was like directly connected with how the band works and stuff. But in this one, it's like they had their powers and they did their things. Like they like Rarity the dresses and stuff, and like Fluttershy talked to animals. True. And Rainbow Dash was fast, but like.
They definitely didn't.
But like they didn't like it was more. It was all. Most of the story was about like just sunset, twilight. Yeah.
It felt like the other characters didn't get to talk that much with each other.
Because the thing about Rainbow Rocks was it had the main 6, and also it had a lot to do with like Pony Twilight and Sunset Shimmer.
True. Yeah. Man, that was a really good movie.
Yeah. But yeah.
I will say that like. For how much they didn't do it, like I wish I had seen it more. The interactions between the characters that weren't Twilight and Sunset were charming.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this might go without saying, but for Ernie, like, it might be good for you to watch the movie again without people talking over it the whole time.
Yeah.
Possibly. Definitely remember more of the songs. The songs are pretty cool. Yeah. What I heard.
Yeah. I mean, better. It's better. Some of them they're usually better with headphones too.
Yeah.
That bass.
That's true. Although I do feel like there was one of the songs, I don't remember which one, that has piano in the background, and the piano is quieter than I think it should have been.
There are times when, I don't know, like, I don't even know if there's a soundtrack for this one out yet. I know, but, like, there are weird instances where, like, there'll be different versions of the song, like, one that's used in the movie and one's, like, because I know with Rainbow Rocks, the one on the the one in the movie, like, there was, the first version of the Battle of the Band song was like was like an early clip that was like the first thing we saw of Rainbow Rocks.
Score versus the actual song.
Yeah, and like that was cool. But when we saw the actual movie, like it was different. Like the music was kind of too loud or something, and like I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
All right.
I think that was that movie then.
Yeah. I like that.
Moral of the story. Rainbow Rocks is still better than all the other movies.
Yeah.
Personally, I think I might like Friendship Games. That might be my favorite. But Rainbow Rocks is great.
It's good. Yeah.
I think I give it to Rainbow Rocks.
Yeah. Just like I'm just being fair to the other ones because like Rainbow Rocks is like you can't. It's
Rainbow Rocks is the one that like it's hard to remember anything bad about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where in the other movies it's kind of like I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, every movie is.
It was early enough that we.
True.
Coming off the heels of the first one.
Yeah, definitely. That and also like it was early enough that the stuff that we were seeing wasn't getting like.
It wasn't old yet.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
Maybe if they.
Although there wasn't any like they had like the. I mean, like the Dazzlings, they had like a couple moments, but it was most like they didn't have a. Their evil form was just the siren, like the actual. Mm-hmm. It wasn't nice, their human forms.
Maybe that's what I like about
black eyes and like wings. I mean, they had that for a moment, but it was mostly. Oh, I know it was. I forget. I'm mixing stuff up.
That was another cool equestrian monster mythology thing.
Yeah.
Always fun.
It was more. It was more than just the OC looking.
I mean, I keep my headcanon that somewhere Discord is the janitor.
Yeah. Remember when we came up with that?
Have we not seen Discord yet?
We have
nope.
not.
Oh.
Real world Discord has to be fun. I really want him to be either like a janitor that just screws stuff up around the school or like something interesting.
Yeah, like I like equestrian girls.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah.